honestly, if I get even one thing right, I'm gonna be like, I'm psychic. I have the eyes. I have the eyes. Hi. Hi. Hello. I feel like the type of people that usually make these are people that are like really wired into pop culture, right? Like they follow celebrities, they follow like popular TikTokers, social media people, and like follows the trends of timelines and like knows every single current event. And they're usually really spot on because of that. I'm very aware, I'm very online, I'm very like, I pay attention to things. However, only the things that interest me specifically. Like I definitely see a lot of things that happen on social media and online. It's just going to be the things that are in my like niche of art scene, animation, and I am chronically online, but in a very specific way. So I might be completely wrong, but I think these are kind of fun, so I'm going to do them anyway. Welcome to my 2025 bingo card predictions. 24 guesses plus a free space. So really, I only have to get 4 guesses right. The first thing on my bingo card is maps become popular again. Multi-animator project. Multi-animator projects are, if you don't know, a type of animated kind of music video where a bunch of different artists work together and animate a couple seconds of the video each. And at the end, you get one big music video. They've evolved a lot already since like they started out in the early 2000s. Like it used to be just kind of a free-for-all. Now I notice a lot of people will like properly storyboard out what they want to happen in the map, and then the animators kind of fill it in. It's like almost like professional, like that's what you would do if you were making an animation for realsies, as opposed to just like a free-for-all. I hope so. I want to participate. That sounds fun. I can like actually animate now. Back when they were popular in like 2013 or whatever, like I couldn't draw good. I couldn't animate. I didn't have software. I didn't know anything. But now I do know things. So I hope they come back so that I can vicariously live through them again as an adult and not as a child who doesn't know how to draw. I'm going to skip around to something else on the bingo board, but YouTube TikTok invasion. I don't know whether or not TikTok is going to be banned on the 19th. I'm hoping it won't be. However, it is seeming more and more likely every day that it will be. So if that does happen, I predict we're going to see a TikTok invasion on YouTube the same way we did when Vine died back in, what was that, 2014, 2015, something like that. Remember, all of the Vine stars came and plagued YouTube. Some of them, okay, plague is rude. Some of them are still successful and are funny and cool and we like them. A lot of them are not. Victoria Justice comeback. So this one is honestly, there's no basis, there's no line, there's nothing that's really saying in the air that this is going to happen. I'm not confident. I don't even know if she's dropping music or if she's going to be in any projects next year. I have no idea. I don't follow her career. But I just personally really want her to succeed because I think she was done dirty. I think she should have had a bigger career than she had. I think she held together victorious, and I don't want to see a single Tory hater on this video because that is my girl. I will defend Tori to the ends of the earth. That show would be nothing if she wasn't there. So, Victoria Justice 2025, it's your moment, girl. Next one, Frank Ocean drops an album. Now, once again, are there signs in the air that this is going to happen? I have no clue. I don't really follow that closely. That honestly was a suggestion from my little brother to put that one on. And I wouldn't be mad if he dropped an album. So let's just put some good things. Again, also these bingo cards are usually so negative. They're literally like, I think this horrible thing's going to happen and this horrible thing's going to happen. And trust me, there's some horrible things on mine. Let's put some fun stuff too, right? Like positive vibes. Can I talk? Oh my god. So if we are going to maybe possibly accidentally manifest something, maybe it should be something that we can all benefit from. Elon Musk public mental breakdown. I think this one, I'm actually super confident on this one. I think this is 100% going to happen. I think he's going to go on Twitter X and he is going to have a full-on manic breakdown publicly. I think he's going to say some things he regrets. He's going to do something crazy. It's going to be all over the news. He's going to shut down the website or shut down something. Something crazy is going to happen. And we're all going to watch and we're going to laugh. And it's going to be a great day to be on the internet, but a horrible day to be Elon Musk, which is my favorite type of day. Netflix going bankrupt. I think there are already signs in the air for this one. If it's not Netflix, it will be some other major streaming service. I also debated putting Spotify on this one, but I just don't want that to happen because I literally rely so heavily on that app existing. But Netflix, low-key, I'm okay with because they've done their showrunners dirty for years now. They've been taking things off of their site for no reason. They've been canceling every show that is remotely good and doesn't immediately bring in millions of dollars. The streaming bubble has burst. That is very clear already. I think it's only a matter of time before we see the downfall of Netflix because honestly, what do they have to offer anymore? Nobody I know would even really... For context, I work in film. I work in film and animation. Of course, there's people I know that would want to work for Netflix. But like, it's nobody's first choice anymore. I remember back in the day, that was like the dream. Oh my God, I would love to work for Netflix and get picked up to work on a Netflix project. That was like the dream. Now it's like, first of all, they're not making a lot of new projects. Second of all, there's a like 90% chance if you do make a new project, that thing is getting cut after like the first season. So like nobody wants to work with them anymore. I don't see it going on a good path. RIP Netflix. If you die, I honestly won't be that upset. Return of weight loss reality shows. Back in my day, there used to be a ton weight-related reality TV shows. And I think with the direction we're heading with like pop culture, right? I feel like the direction we're going in is, okay, skinny is in for some reason. We love Ozempic. It's all about losing weight as fast as possible, being thin, not taking up space. It kind of goes along with the economy and the fact that the economy is not great. And so like a lot of people aren't eating good right now. You've seen it. You've seen the trend. It's scary. It's unfortunate. I don't like the way ED culture is creeping back up into the mainstream. But unfortunately, it is. And I think the logical next step is we are going to see the return of some sort of popular weight loss reality show, a la The Biggest Loser. I hate you, Jillian Michaels. I really don't want this to happen, but I can see it happening. I don't know if it's going to be like through a major network. I don't know if it's going to be Netflix. I don't know if it's going to be TikTok or some sort of influencer a la Mr. Beast style. But I see it coming, right? Are we catching my drift? I think that one's pretty likely. Skipping audience choice for now, because I'm going to explain that at the end. Luigi drops music. If you don't know what that means, I'm not going to explain it to you. I think you can put together the dots. I think you're a smart person. I think it'd be really funny. I don't think that one's necessarily likely, but it would be really funny. So I'm really hoping it happens. I also am not going to explain. But Trump is a very old man. And there's a lot of diseases going around right now. The last one, number 2. Sabrina Carpenter canceled. This, I feel like, is inevitable. It's inevitable. It's only a matter of time. I feel like it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Like, I feel like this one's going to happen within the next 2 months. I'm not saying I think she did anything. I'm not saying it's going to be for a good reason. But I feel like it is going to happen. She's going to catch some flack soon. She's been building up and having a good, like, career spotlight. What is this? What am I trying to say? Career arc? Career upward momentum? Whatever. She's been having a good that for way too long. So it's inevitable it's going to crash and burn on her soon. Jojo Siwa, Chapel Run beef. Now, again, do I think this is likely? No. But would it be super ridiculously really funny? Yeah, it would. Or amongst the lesbians. Next, this is another specific niche one that is, again, only in my circle of specific interests, so most people probably don't know what this is, but Voltron movie Clan Survival. So, the Voltron movie is set to come out, I think in 2025. It might be 2026. I honestly don't remember, but they've already cast people. I assume that means that they're going to film soon, and therefore the movie will be out relatively soon. I think already the casting has been a little bit controversial. I think a lot of fans of Legendary Defender specifically are going to be a little too emotionally invested in this movie that has absolutely nothing to do with the old show. And I think we're going to see a clan survival. But I think we're going to see something big. I think we're going to hit the trending on something. Next, we have my freestyle. Jesus Christ. I should add Joey learns fine motor skills to my next bingo card. Next is a free space, and then alien core. Okay, I'm pretty confident about this one too. Now, we've already had kind of alien trendy things before, right? We had galaxy skirts. We had that little alien shirt with the little alien peace sign, Cynthia Nygaard. Yes, I think they're going to come back this year. I think aliens are going to be the next new thing, clothing aesthetic-wise. We're going to have alien core. Think about it, right? We have all of these conspiracies about drones and aliens and things going on in pop culture. I think it's been on the creep up. Everyone's going to be back into stars and galaxies, but I know we've done stars already, but like stars specifically in like that galaxy alien space kind of way. We're going to see like space aesthetic, cyber core, alien. That's going to be the next big thing. That's going to be a big trend in 2025. Just trust. And I hope this one comes back because I love things that are space themed. Is that connected potentially to one of my previous predictions? Maybe coming back. I hope my moving my chair is not distracting. I'm sorry. I literally have diagnosed ADHD. I legally cannot sit still. Lookalike contest tragedy. I fear that this prediction may already be outdated because I haven't seen anyone talk about a lookalike contest in like the past couple weeks. So they might be done. The trend might be over. But also, it's like the dead of winter now and no one wants to go outside. So I'm thinking maybe we'll have a re-uptake of it in the warmer months in the spring. But I feel like something horribly wrong is going to go on at one of them, and it's going to effectively kill the trend forever. And everyone's going to be like, wow, that was fun, until it became mildly deadly. AI deepfake streamer lawsuit. So originally, this prediction was just that AI deepfake streaming was going to become popular. And then I was informed by my brother that it is indeed already a active and popular thing. He was like,
no, I've totally seen AI deepfake streams before.
And I'm like, oh, shoot, I can't add it to my prediction list, except for I can, because I'm going to go a step further, because I'm going to say not only are they going to become more popular, but people are going to sue over it. There's going to be a celebrity who's going to get really mad at their likeness being used, and they are going to start a lawsuit over AI deepfake streaming. And you know what? That celebrity's probably going to get flack because their streamers are going to be like, it's funny, that celebrity can't take a joke. But I'm on that celebrity's side already because you know what? That's their likeness and they should have a legal protection over how that is used in the era of AI. Wicked Part 2 controversial ending. Now, I absolutely adored Wicked Part 1. I have been a Wicked stan since I was like 12 or 13 or something. So I've always been into Wicked. I had very low expectations for this film because I didn't believe it was ever going to get a film adaptation. And then it happened, and then it actually happened to be good. So like, I was overjoyed, right? But they've already announced, so the movie's split into two parts, right? They've already said that part 2 is going to have some new songs, that they're changing some things in part 2, which is fine. There are some things that need to be updated from the original script in 2003 that were a little bit, maybe not the most sensitively written at the time. So I'm not mad about that. However, I think we're going to go one step further. I don't think we're just going to change a couple things, but ultimately lead to the same place. I think they're going to change the ending. I think they're going to change the ending for Glinda, oh my god, dead named. I think Glinda and Elphaba are going to get a new ending. I think it's going to be different than the ending of the musical. And I think some people are going to be mad, but I think a lot of other people are going to like it. I think it's going to be controversial. It's going to be a whole thing. I don't know what side I'm going to fall on yet. It depends on what they do, but I think there's going to be a different ending. This one I'm also kind of pretty confident about for no real good reason, but Ben Shapiro deconstruction era. If you don't know who Ben Shapiro is, I envy you so much, and I'm not going to explain it here, I fear. But if you do know, you might have seen a couple memes of him recently doing things like talking about Wicked and talking about pop culture things and making jokes. And ultimately, I think people are like starting to come around to him, like personality-wise, still not belief-wise. I personally still despise him, and I think he's done more harm than good. But I think we are on the cusp of Ben Shapiro reaching some sort of realization and having some sort of switch deconstruction era. I think the next year politically is going to be an absolute mess. And I think Ben Shapiro is going to realize maybe he doesn't believe what he thinks he believes. And he's going to start deconstructing religion and deconstructing conservatism. And he's going to do it publicly. And I think people are probably going to forgive him way too easily because he's a white man. But I think this is going to happen. If it does, you literally owe me money. You will Venmo me. My Venmo is right there. Venmo me. You have to. Mini golf trend. So everyone this year was super into pickleball, I guess. I don't know. I've never actually seen a single person in real life play pickleball, but I did start seeing a lot of pickleball courts being built around me and it being talked about online. So I know it was a thing, but I never had any interest in it. But you know what's always a classic that I always come back to? Mini golf. And I think it's going to have its moment in 2025. I think people are going to be like, that's going to be our cute, like, friend outing party theme, whatever. We're all going to be about golf. We're going to wear golf outfits to mini golfing. It's going to be a whole thing. Trust. Just trust. Speaking of YouTube, Logan Paul family vlogging. Now, is Logan Paul, I don't even know if he's married. I don't know if he's in a relationship. I don't know if he ever plans on having children. I know nothing of this. But I am confident. I'm not confident. I am asserting that it is a potential that he will go into the family blogging department. Everyone I've shown this bingo card to has said that this is so likely, and I'm like, I really wasn't that confident about this one, but everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, that's totally gonna happen. That was a great guess. I'm like, okay, so let me know if you agree with that. Next up, I wrote side shave hair trend. I could not remember the word undercut at the time. I should have just written undercut. I think undercuts are coming back because listen, I've noticed a lot of the hair trends have been adding more and more layers. It was all about the curtain bangs, and then the shag, and then the mullet, and now I've seen jellyfish. I think we're going to keep getting more and more extreme with our layering, and we're going to go straight back up into undercut territory. I think that's projection. That's on the rise for 2025. We're going to see undercuts be a thing again. Moving quickly along. Now, Spider-Verse director/producer change. Again, this is not something I necessarily want to happen or not want to happen, but I do think we kind of might fall into the inevitable territory. The movie keeps getting delayed. It's already been kind of a production disaster. We know this. I think maybe in order to save the film, they might have to get some new people on the crew to like come and clean things up. We might see a new director or a new producer come in and change the vision that has existed. And I don't know if that's going to be good or bad, but I think that will happen. Back to YouTube stuff, Jenna Marbles returns. Now, before you get your hopes up, I don't think Jenna Marbles is going to be coming back like for good as a regular full-time YouTuber again. That's not what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to come out with some sort of announcement video or something, some sort of side project, maybe a podcast, something where she's going to slowly kind of put herself back on the internet a little bit in a very limited aspect. I don't think she's going to be back fully, especially not the way she used to be, but I feel like we might hear from her in 2025. Now, I was debating between a lot of YouTubers to put here because I also kind of wanted to put Joanna Cedia. I wanted to put Best Dressed, but I honestly didn't want to get my hopes up for them. The last one I have is popular med recall. I've seen a couple people make a prediction similar to this, specifically saying like Ozempic is going to have like some issues and serious side effects. And I agree with that, but I put SSRIs and Ozempic next to it because I think we're going to have some sort of major popular medication have some sort of recall. Seeing as the way we have had recall after recall in the past couple of years and it just keeps getting worse, it's only a matter of time before that kind of spreads into perhaps our medical industry. Again, do I have any sort of like actual specific knowledge that would make this seem likely? No, I don't. I'm guessing. That's what these are. They're guesses. They're predictions. And I don't hope this happens. These medications help a lot of people. I really hope this doesn't happen. But I feel like it's kind of likely, unfortunately. You notice? Let's go back to this free spot that I skipped before, audience choice. So right there, my audience choice spot, I'm going to choose my favorite prediction that I see in the comments. And that will go on the spot. And then when I come back at the end of the year to go over my bingo card and see what I managed to get right and what I got wrong, your choice that you guys chose is going to be right there. So whatever the top comment is or my favorite one, I haven't decided if it's going to be top or favorite yet. Depends on how many I get. Depends on how many you guys suggest. So get suggesting. I did also make a personal bingo card this year of my like personal life goals and stuff, but no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. If you do, let me know, but I don't think you do because that's kind of boring. So I thought this would be funner. I want to see if I get anything right. I have socials. I have socials. They're you can see them in the screen on the description. Yeah.